We'll look at a word problem. The radius of a softball is about 4/3 times the radius of a baseball. Okay, so we're going to let R be the radius of the baseball. Alright, and then we know that the softball is 4/3 times R bigger than that. So this is going to be the radius of the softball. Alright, now the only other thing we need is volume. Now remember, volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, and so what we're going to do is compare the softball to the baseball. Alright, so 4/3 pi r cubed. Now r, the softball, is 4/3 r, because that's our radius for that. And we're going to cube all that. Now for the baseball, it's 4/3 pi r, and then we're cubing the r. Okay, now from this, these will cancel out. So we're left with 4/3 r cubed over r cubed. So we're going to take 3, and so what we're going to end up with is 4/3 to the third power r to the third power all over r cubed. Okay, because here we're using the quotient property, quotient of powers, so we end up with this. Okay, so we end up with r cubed. Now that would, if we went through the steps, that'd be 3 minus 3, so r to the 0, which is 1. So we end up with 4/3 cubed. Now we have to cube the top, so it's going to be 4 cubed over 3 cubed. Okay, now 4 cubed is 64, 3 cubed is 27. So we end up with 64 over 27, and then if we do decimals, it would be 2.370370. Okay, but we're going to round it to 2.37 times as large. Okay, now what I want you to do is go back and do problem 10. So what I want you to do is go back to that example we just did with the softball, and I want you, instead of being 4/3 for a softball, I want it to be 3 times for a volleyball. And so the process is going to be similar. I want you to try this and then bring me in the answer and show it to me.